Every year, Chris Haslam, the travel writer from the Times, scours Britain's beaches all over the place, about 800 of them, to get together a comprehensive guide of Britain's top 50 beaches. That includes all the beaches in Cornwall and Devon, Pembrokeshire, but also up here on the northeast coastline. It's regarded as the most comprehensive and detailed beach guide that's available, so it really is quite important. And this year, 2022, a week ago, the best beach in Britain was nominated by Chris Haslam from the Times, and it's here in the Tyneside area, and I'm going to tell you exactly which beach it is. It's coming up. Now, before we get into Britain's best beach, TripAdvisor announced just a few days ago that the Victoria Tunnel Tour in Ouseburn has been nominated in the top 10% of the world's best attractions. Can you believe that? Top 10% of the world's best attractions to go and see. I did a video about the tunnel tour because I actually did it in Ouseburn a few months ago. Did a video about it. I think it's in the Ouseburn part 2. If you haven't seen the video, check it out because it's a fascinating tour, and I'll leave a link in the description below. So back in 1988, when I was still in the Air Force, I went on an exercise called Golden Eagle. It was a 3-month world tour. I won't bore you with all the places I went to, but it was in support of the F3 Tornado Squadron from Coningsby. I was on the Hercules transport fleet, and we travelled all over the world, like I say, but ended up in Australia for 2 weeks, based in an Australian Air Force base called Williamstown, just north of Sydney. It was 1988, their bicentenary year. We had a day trip to Sydney, and we went to Bondi Beach. And I kid you not, when I got there, I said, "Is this it?" I was really unimpressed with Bondi Beach. Of course, it's got the weather, but as a sight, it was nothing. And I remember vividly at the time saying, "This has got nothing on South Shields Beach here." And it's South Shields Beach here, Sandhaven, that's been nominated by Chris Haslam from the Times as Britain's best beach. Now, you've probably all got your personal favourites. I mean, there's beautiful beaches all over these islands with Cornwall and Devon, and even up the north of Scotland, but up on the northeast coastline here. Everybody's got their different preferences. Some like big, secluded beaches, others like little coves. But for me, I did a video about this about 15-16 months ago about South Shields and the beach area, and I call it like a hidden gem. It's our jewel. You won't see many, if any, second homes here. It's regarded it's quite unknown to the rest of the country outside the northeast for this particular beach area and how good it is, and how this place is maintained is just unbelievable. It's a blue flag beach. It's raked and sieved every day. It's got beautiful fine sand. There's not a pick of litter. You have an army of litter pickers every day from the council maintaining it. Dogs aren't allowed in summer months. I think it's between April and September, something like that. So there's no dog fouling. It's immaculate. You've got beautiful sand dunes. You've got this lovely promenade area. You've got the Amphitheater. You've got 2 or 3 pubs, fish and chip shops. You've got a theme park with a big wheel, all sorts of rides and entertainment for the kids. You've got a surf school down there. You've got a lifeguard hut, so they're looking after the safety of everybody on the beach. The ocean and the sea is just beautiful. And what else you've got? You've got 4 car parks along the promenade here. You can park all day for £5. Now, South Shields boasts 3 or 4 lovely parks. One of them is this one behind us here, South Marine Park. So this is South Marine Park, and it's right behind the beach here. If you haven't been here before, you'll see a striking similarity to Leazer's Park in Newcastle. It's got that same Victorian design about it. You've got the bandstand and the lovely stone terrace with the statues. You've got huge grassed areas, lazy tree-lined paths. You've got the lake here with some swan pedallows. You've got a little steam train as well, and a cafe. The whole area is just great to hang out for families and for kids. And if you haven't been here before, get yourself down. So I'm on Ocean Road now. So not only is South Shields famous for the Minchella's ice cream, which have been operating since about 1942, but we've got the Coleman's fish and chip shop there, takeaway and City Down restaurant. It's meant to be regionally really well known, some excellent fish and chips. Personally, I've never been in before. I might try it in the near future. Unfortunately, they don't allow dogs in, so that kind of hinders things a little bit for me. But if you want a classic fish and chips at South Shields, you've got to check out Coleman's. But Ocean Road as well down here and behind is famous for all sorts of restaurants and takeaways. In particular, it's quite famous for Indians, so you need to check out Ocean Road. If you'd like to see more videos like this and be notified the moment I release the next one, make sure you hit the subscribe button. The Amphitheater here, where I'm stood on now, You have live music, but also free entertainment for kids during the summer holidays. As a package, for me, as a beach area, I don't think you're going to find much better in the whole of the UK, and it's no surprise to me that this place has been voted the best beach in Britain. I know there's going to be loyalty over the other side of the River Tyne there, just behind me at Tynemouth. Beautiful beaches, but for me, you just cannot beat Sandhaven Beach in South Shields. In order to find out a bit more about this whole area and the beach, we're going to talk to the leader of South Tyneside Council, Tracey Dixon. Tracey, head of South Tyneside Council, thank you very much for arranging the weather.
You are more than welcome, Eddie. You're more than welcome.
Thank you. So, Tracey, thanks for joining me today. So, South Shields and South Tyneside have a really tough 2 or 3 years. We've had the lockdowns through the pandemic, which has had a crippling effect on the revenue through tourism, job losses. We've currently got a cost of living crisis, which is causing all sorts of problems and set the bait a little bit harder as well. But also we've got this climate change problem that's going to affect everybody as well, which in particular for here is going to have an impact on coastal erosion, but also increasing heat waves. So this nomination as Britain's best beach, what does it do for the area? What does it do for South Shields and Sandhaven?
I think for us in South Shields, I mean, you've touched upon the pandemic there. I mean, it's been really challenging for our residents and for our businesses. You know, and as a council, we had to hit the ground running when this pandemic happened. You know, we had to support our vulnerable residents, we had to support our businesses, and some businesses just haven't survived. And I think, you know, the fact that we've got this now as the best beach in the UK, it won't just attract our residents, but it'll attract visitors, and that will hopefully help boost our economy. You know, so it has been difficult. I mean, you know, we declared a climate emergency a number of years ago in South Tyneside as a council. We also did the motion for the ocean, which is something that is very new, and we are the first one in the region, not many in the country, to declare it. So the climate agenda is very much at the forefront of what we want to deliver, but most importantly, we're here to support our businesses and our residents.
So you're expecting an increased influx of visitors from other areas around the country, do you think?
Most definitely, and I mean, you know, this is a fantastic accolade for us in South Shields, but for the region, you know, we are always left behind as a region, but thankfully, you know, this will help us get back on the map, all going well, and we're ready for our visitors coming to South Shields. I mean, you know, we are a very, very friendly borough, so we're looking forward to residents and, you know, visitors coming here.
What do you think it is that's tipped the balance? Because there's been some stiff competition with some beautiful beaches in the likes of Cornwall and Devon and Pembrokeshire and up the coast in Northumberland. What is it about South Shields Sandhaven Beach that makes it so special?
I think, you know, it's the cleanliness, you know, it's made up of 3 beaches, primarily Sandhaven come along, you know, is the main beach for visitors. But you can come along here, you can be on your own, you can be in your own space, you can come as a family. I mean, we're down here today and there's hundreds of school children down here, you know, but it is about taking pride in what we have. And we don't do this alone, we work with our partners, so the council working alongside South Tyneside Home.
And you've got a busy summer coming up. What can any visitors who haven't been here before expect to find if they come to South Shields Sandhaven?
I mean, our seafront, it's just got something for everybody. You know, we've got our 2 fantastic parks, we've got lots of wonderful eating areas. You can come and have ice cream, have fish and chips, you can have a lovely bar meet, you can have cocktails, you can go to the fairgrounds, you can go to the bowling alley. But then we've got our summer concerts, which are all free. Sunday for the next few weeks, we've got William, we've got Ella Henderson, we've got the Fairs, we've got Shalimar, a little bit for everybody. So these are all free events, so residents and visitors can come down, have the experience of South Shields foreshore. Then we've got, you know, various things during the week. We have bands playing in the Amphitheater. So there's so much happening in South Shields, and I really, really are welcoming anybody to come down and enjoy the experience here with us.
We've also got a surf school as well.
We have.
Nick, surf school looks fantastic. What's it all about?
Yeah, well, we were established in 2016, so this is year 7 now, and we have been started just offering surf lessons out to the kids, and then as demand grew, we've just started offering surf lessons out to more and more people, and in 2019 we turned into a community interest company, so our aim now is to make surfing as accessible as possible and paddleboarding and access to the ocean as accessible as possible, and to share the benefits that it brings to people when they get in the water. So being active in a natural environment with positive people makes you feel better. We've done lots of studies which show that it makes you feel better, so now we've got equipment to get as many people in with additional needs, people with disabilities, and we're using it now as well-being courses for people's mental health. We're using it as ways for improving confidence and engagement with young people who've got behavioural needs. So yeah, that's what we do, and so yeah, we're in all the time and keeping busy.
Fantastic, you're catering for everybody. So a typical family comes here with a couple of young kids. What could they expect?
So when they arrive, we'll get them suited up. When they've booked into a lesson, and then once they're suited up, we introduce them to an instructor. We get down to the beach. They go through some safety stuff, learn how to do the skills on the sand. Then we chuck them in the sea and put it into practice and give them feedback as we're going. And that's pretty much it, and they can expect to have a nice time.
And our beach is accessible as well. You know, that's one thing that we wanted to make sure. You know, so if you come down with a family, got a pram, or if you do have mobility problems, you know, you can get onto the beach as well. So it is all about being inclusive. So there's so much happening down here and so much for everybody to enjoy.
Tracey, I just want to say, you know, congratulations to everybody involved who's made this just a fantastic beach area. A lot of hard work's going on by a lot of people and a lot of collaboration, you know, with the residents, like you say, and the council. Well done.
Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Tracey. Also, I forgot to mention, just south of Sandhaven Beach, which is about a mile long, you've got the Lees, this huge grassed area. It's 2.5 miles long. I don't know, half a mile to 3/4 mile wide, with beautiful Jurassic cliffs. You've got Troll Rocks as well. And along the Lees, it's free parking. It's a bit of a walk back in, but if you like a walk, you've got your dogs, whatever, you can't beat it. So there you have it. If you haven't been here before, get yourself down. There's loads going on through the summer to suit everybody's tastes and needs. If you like the video, are you not entertained? Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and of course subscribe so you get a notification every time I release a new video. Let us know what you think about this particular beach down in the comments below, but also what your favourite beach is. And anyway, I'm gonna have some food and some ice cream and stuff and enjoy a walk with my dogs, and I'll catch you next time.